How's it going, YouTube? This is Skul, and welcome to my video games pickups video for the month of December 2017. So what you see on the table in front of me is all the video games that I got in the year 2017, the month of December, at the end of the year 2017. Well, can you imagine everything I got in 2017? That'd be a lot. Anyway, ignore the porgs, they just, they're adorable, that's all. So, let's go ahead and get started. I'll go ahead and just start with my N64 games. I only got 4 this month, but thanks to this, I have 78, which is over a quarter of the library. Last month, I just had a quarter, now I have over a quarter. So, the games I got this month, for my usual $20 a month budget, this is just proof. If you have a budget, you can still collect games. It's really easy. Anyway, so the 4 games I got this month are Tigger's Honey Hunt, which is a this is a Winnie the Pooh game, and I love Winnie the Pooh. I've always loved Winnie the Pooh. I think that there's just a sort of charm to it that isn't really existent anywhere else. I also got Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, which is not the new one for, PC and whatever. This is for N64. One of the most well-known N64 games, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. I spent a lot of time playing this when I was younger, and I'm glad to have it in my collection again. And Turok Rage Wars. Now, as I understand, this actually has a gray cart variant because this sold 1 million units, and what Nintendo did back in the N64 era was if a game sold 1 million copies, they would reprint it, but with a gray cartridge instead of the one that it originally was in if it wasn't gray. For example, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time had a gold cart, and then it got reprinted with a gray cart. Turok Rage Wars has a game-breaking glitch in it, but that was fixed on the gray cart. But there aren't that many gray carts out there, which makes the gray cart of this extremely rare and extremely valuable. The black one, really common, not that valuable, but it has that glitch in it, so just a fun fact. I can't believe I didn't do this sooner, actually. I got fan mail, which I haven't gotten in a long time here. True fan mail. Anyway, so we got this box, and inside the box we got a letter that says to Skul. Let me go ahead and open this up and see what's inside. Looks like we got art and a letter. Now, I haven't read the letter, so this is my first time reading it. It says, "Dear Skul, thank you for being such an amazing YouTuber. You're my #1 Woomy. Thank you. Thanks for introducing me to Splatoon. Now it's my jam. I wanted to repay you for being amazing. I love you as a YouTuber from Dilo Mafios, aka Alex." Well, thank you so much, Alex. So let's see. It looks like this is art of some kind. Excuse me. We've got Team B-Rush art. Now, if that isn't just the most amazing thing ever. Thank you so much, Alex. I love this so much. I always love when fans send me art and letters and stuff. I used to have a whole series on it for those of you who are longtime viewers of my channel. Anyway, and on top of that, he also sent me a lot of Starbursts. There's like maybe 6 or 7 in here. We got a Star Wars themed pencil, and we got Play-Doh. I love Play-Doh. I love Play-Doh so much. And then beyond all that, we just set this down here. We have another box, and inside this, you guys know what it is? It's a squid from Splatoon. Well, thank you so much. This looks like this was homemade as well. That's just amazing. Man, thank you so much. I really do appreciate basically everything that my fans ever send me. You guys don't have to. I'm never going to ask for you to send me stuff. But when you do, just know it is very much appreciated. And on top of that, Retro Game Treasure Box, Retro Game Treasure Box sent me another box this month. It looks like they're going to actually keep this up because of how successful my last one was. So thank you so much to them for sponsoring this. Full disclosure, everything in here was sent to me for free. in order for me to review the service and to give you guys the opportunity to get a discount on yours. So there should be a discount code in the description of the video if you want one of these. If you collect retro video games, this is the service for you. For a flat fee every month, you get between 3 and 5 games, although I believe you can sign up for bigger loot boxes if you want. That can get you more for obviously more money. In my case, this month I also added my N64 library to the list. So in my case, I get NES, Super NES, and N64 games every single month. But you can make it whatever you want. I believe it's like 7th generation and previous. You can make the games whatever you want. And you can upload your games library list to their website, and they'll make sure that you never get a duplicate of something you already have. So, in my case, like I said earlier, I have 78 N64 games out of 296 in the North American library. But because I've uploaded my list to their website, I'm guaranteed that if I get an N64 game this month, that it's not a duplicate. With all that out of the way, I think I explained that well. I have not actually seen what's in here yet. But I have unsealed it to make it easier for me to show it off for you guys. So I'm not even going to look down. I'm just going to feel around and show you. It looks like we got 2 NES games here. Okay, we've got Dragon Warrior, which I think I've heard of. I was born a little too late to fully appreciate the NES, but I really love getting these games. We've got that's really, really nice condition. Look at how nice and shiny the back gold sticker is. That's awesome. We've got Alpha Mission. Actually, I'm interested in wondering why this one has a gold sticker, this one has a gray sticker on the back. But we got Alpha Mission, which I've never heard of. Oh, well, sorry, I looked down. Super Star Wars. Wow. That's amazing. For what you're paying for this, as I understand it, so it's not like this is like $100 game or anything. But considering I'm a major Star Wars fan, I definitely would be playing this. I've heard great things about Super Star Wars. I always wanted to play it. Now I have it, and now I get to play it. And we do have an N64 game. We have Chopper Attack, which is a game that I do not have yet. I would have remembered this art, and I don't, so this is a new game for me to add. So there, we got 79 games in my N64 library now. So yeah, once again, Retro Game Treasure, thank you for sponsoring, and a link to their shop and a discount code is in the description of this video if this is something you guys are interested in for the future. All my stuff fell over. Let's just get this out of the way. Someone at Nintendo thought it would be a good idea to make an Amiibo out of a cereal box. So, I've been hunting around all month trying to find one. I finally did yesterday, but this is one of the hardest things I've ever had to hunt as an Amiibo collector. As you can hear, the cereal's still in there. I'm never going to eat the cereal. I wanted 2 of these just so I could eat the cereal and keep one sealed. I was lucky to find one in the entire Houston area. It took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, as well as a few orders that I placed, and they said it'll be ready by the end of the day. Then they send me an email saying, sorry, our stock is gone. I think what happened is there's one guy in the area, the same guy, who went to every single store as soon as they got stock and bought them all up to scalp them away. I think, based off of the description that all the employees have given me of the same guy who walked in and just took the entire crate. They remembered what he looked like, and it was the same description, so he obviously missed one, and I was lucky to get this one. I want 2. I want one so I could try it out. But no. I only have one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to plaster this on my wall by my Amiibo collection and leave it there. So, I'm happy to have the Mario cereal. It's a stupid thing to exist. They should have made more, as Nintendo never does, but it is what it is. Mario cereal, Amiibo. I also got this, which was a much nicer time, actually. The Super NES themed 3DS XL, new 3DS XL, and it has Mario Kart pre-installed on it, Super Mario Kart. So, My story with this is it was released late November as an Amazon.com exclusive. Well, at the beginning of December, I had a little bit of extra money, and I decided, you know what, why not go ahead and get it? This makes my 7th 3DS system, but there's 150 variants in existence, so that's not even, 5% not even. So, anyway, so they shipped it to me, and as you can see here, it's all bent out of shape and stuff, but I think that was the way that they shipped it to me in the first place, because I did buy it used. But I took it apart, and inside the console's flawless, all the cardboard inside is flawless, so basically it's just damaged on the back of the box, which I don't care about. They shipped it to me, and it got lost in the mail after 3 days. We spent about another week, me corresponding with Amazon, trying to figure out what to do. And in the end, they just decided to extend my Prime membership by an extra month more than I had, which was already great. But then they also gave me a full refund on this. And the day after they did, it arrived. I don't know how. The tracking put it all over the place and never at my house. Even now, it says that it's like 3 states away if you were to look up the tracking, but it's here. Amazon let me keep it with the full refund and the full free month of Prime. I am pretty happy to have it, all things considered. So Amazon has stellar customer service, and I got a free new 3DS XL out of it, especially an Amazon exclusive Super NES themed 3DS XL. The Super NES is like one of my top 3 Nintendo consoles after the N64 and the Switch, so it's great to have a 3DS based off of that. Let's see. I'll just get this out of the way since it's so random. I got Minecraft for the PlayStation 3. It came with one of these Wii U games that I ordered off Amazon. I just splurged on Amazon at the beginning of this month, getting like Wii U games for $3 to $5 each. They're getting super cheap, people. And one of them that I ordered, the seller accidentally sent me this with that order, and they told me to just keep it. So I have Minecraft for the PlayStation 3. This is actually the only Minecraft game that I have right now. I will be getting the Switch version. You guys did save up for that during my last live stream. But that's my first Minecraft game, and that's my first PlayStation 3 game. Go figure on both. But it was free, so not going to complain. I really don't think there's any point putting off these, so let's get to it. My Nintendo Switch games for this month. I don't know exactly how many I got. Looks like it's maybe a dozen. 10 or 12. So, thanks to my efforts this month, as well as a very low number of releases, I'm down to just 13 games in the North American library that I'm missing. Throughout all of 2017 in North America, 17 games released for the Nintendo Switch, and I'm only missing 13 of them, which means I have effectively 80% of the library. My goal is by the end of January to be down to 10, which should be doable. Of course, we'll come back in a month and find out how I did. So the games I got this month, which are a mixture of games released this month and November and October that I missed out on. We got Ben 10. That's just what it's called, just Ben 10. Got Cartoon Network Battle Crashers. Battle Crashers. I was disappointed. It looks like you can really only play things from, it doesn't even say on the back what the cartoons are. But, like, I was at least hoping that you could play, like, as the Powerpuff Girls, even the new Powerpuff Girls. Cartoon Network I know and love is from the late 90s, early 2000s. Basically, that was bad. Basically, the lifespan of the original Powerpuff Girls TV show. From when that began to when that ended, everything on Cartoon Network, that's what I know and love. The new Cartoon Network is just not doing it for me, but it is a Switch game. I got it for super cheap at a remarkable sale, so I jumped on that. We got Gear Club Unlimited, which is a GameStop exclusive. My story with this is long, but I'll shorten it for you guys. I pre-ordered this in September. I believe it released in October, at the very least early November. They never fulfilled my pre-order, so I called them up this month to say, where is it? It's just showing as preparing or as open on your website, And long story short, I had to call between corporate and my local store and back and forth until finally someone at my local store decided to look it up in their system to see it, just for the fun of it, if they had it or not, and they did. Somehow, they had been holding on to this game for a month or more for me, and they didn't know it, and the website had never updated with the order saying, yeah, it's at the store ready to be picked up. I'm glad we got that taken care of. This is a GameStop exclusive. It says there at the top right corner, only at GameStop. You might be able to see it in the video. But it looks like the newer versions of this do not have that sticker, so this could be a rare variant down the road. I don't care about variants, I just care about getting the games. It'll do 2 Plus, which I don't have a fun story behind. That's just a game I got. MXGP3, which I just got yesterday, so this is the most recent Switch game I got, but again, no fun story to go with it. Party Planet, which we think is another GameStop exclusive. Is that right? I think this is a GameStop exclusive, but it doesn't have the sticker on the top left. It's not a sticker, it's like on the sheet. If you were to take the cover out of the case, then it would still be there. Anyway, got Poi Explorer Edition. This, we thought would be a pretty rare game. I needed to go 50 miles away before I found one at a local Best Buy for me to pick up. However, the day after I did, it became available online to order again. So we don't know if this is rare or not, or maybe they got a second shipment in, but that'll be it. It could be rare, it could not be. I figure better safe than sorry, I better pick it up now while I can. This is the only game that I got for Christmas. Sad to say my wife got this for me. The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Super happy to have this game. Haven't played it too much yet, but I'm going to work on that now that I have plenty of free time. Snipper Clips Plus. Snipper Clips was an eShop exclusive launch title for the Switch. And now there's Snipper Clips Plus, which includes that and some DLC for free and physical form. Got This Is the Police, which is another rare game. Haven't played it yet, but there it is. This is the game I put the most time into this month, besides my usual Zelda and Splatoon 2. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I cannot recommend this game enough. Yes, it's a JRPG, but man, it just grasps you and throws you into an amazing story. I cannot get enough of this. This is just amazing. Definitely the biggest game released this month. And then I got this, just for the fun of it. WWE 2K18. It's between this and Troll and I for what is currently the worst game on the Nintendo Switch. I'm actually partial to this. And I'm hoping to make a video, a Switch Sunday with Skull and Saturday video, showcasing this just to show it to you guys. Now, more and more games are doing this, where they require, as you can see this white banner at the top, that means that you need to download a lot of the game from online. Most of the game is not on the cartridge, or at least a significant enough portion is not on the cartridge that they require you to download the rest of it. I'm sick of developers doing this, but more and more are, and there's not much we can really do about it. If enough games do that over the next 3 or 4 years, I have a 200 gigabyte micro SD card in my Switch. That might not be enough. Regardless, those were the Switch games I got. That was a good 10 or 12. So I'm happy with that. Let me, let's see here. Yes, Porgs. I love Porgs. The Star Wars Porgs. Say what you want about The Last Jedi. I think most people can agree the Porgs were adorable. So, my Wii U games. This was a brand new, sealed Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. So you can see it has Isabelle and Digby inside, the Amiibos. It has all the cards. It has the cardboard. The game inside is on my shelf right now, but it was in here and it was fully sealed. None of it was resealed. I got it from GameStop for $5. Now, I originally paid $60 for it when it first came out, but I got it for the Amiibos, not for the game. Then I basically sold the game back to GameStop to help fund my Xbox, but it was for less than $5. So I figured, you know what, buying it back for $5, I'll take it. Why not? It is a game, and this game is getting super, super cheap. I don't care. So I'm happy with that. So the rest of my Wii U games, like I said, I got a lot this month. As of now, I have 19. 19? Pretty sure 19. At the least 17. Maybe I only have 17. But in any case, I have more than 10% of the Wii U library, and I've only been going after the Wii U for like the last 2 or 3 months. Nothing significant. 162. That is the number of games so far released in North America. It's very likely that it'll max out at 165 tops. So if you have 17 Wii U games, you have 10% of the library. It's super easy to get them, and it'll only get easier for the foreseeable future. You still have your heavy hitters, your $60 games. You know, if you were to get Breath of the Wild on the Wii U, good luck finding it for anything like $50 or less. But most of the games are 20 or less. A very significant portion are 10 or less. These, for the most part, I got for 5 or less. There are some exceptions, however. Bayonetta 2 I got. Move, Porg. Now, the reason I got this is because this is one of the biggest Wii U exclusives, and I got this one in particular because it comes with a disc for the first Bayonetta, and you could only get it in this package. So you got first Bayonetta there, and the second Bayonetta there. They did announce that they'll be releasing these on the Nintendo Switch the day after I got this. I ordered it from eBay, it arrived, and then the next day they announced it was coming on a Switch. I was like, oh, come on. But on the bright side, I have this. It's technically 2 games that I don't have to worry about anymore, so I'm happy. I got Epic Mickey 2, The Power of 2, which I believe was a Wii U launch title, so it's pretty awesome. I love Mickey Mouse, and this is where they reintroduced the rabbit. Oswald, I believe is his name. So, I gotta play that sometime. I also decided to get this because for $80, I don't think that it's ever going to get cheaper than this. Hello Kitty Cruisers. Now, there's some of you out there who are like, Skul, why did you get that for $80? What's so special about it? What's special about it is this is the rarest and most expensive Wii U game in existence. I know it doesn't seem like it, but this is a classic case of shovelware going out that nobody bought and that they made an extremely low print of in the first place. So even though this game is like, 4 years old tops, it's still super expensive. In fact, a few months ago, this went for $120 on average. I was super lucky to get it complete for $80. Everyone I know was just like, oh, that's such a good deal. Good job. So, Hello Kitty Cruisers, the rarest, most expensive game to worry about, it's gone. Now, I believe the second most expensive one is Mario and Sonic at the Rio Olympics 2016. That fluctuates anywhere between $65 and $75. I know, Mario Sonic game, why is it that expensive? It's because there just weren't that many copies made. You can hear some fireworks out there. I'm recording this on New Year's Eve. So that is a game that I will be going after next. That's probably the second most expensive game out there. The rest of them are $60 or less. So the amount that you would pay at retail for a full-fledged game, like Breath of the Wild. So as long as you have Hello Kitty and Mario and Sonic, the rest of them are really affordable, really cheap. A few other games I got for, again, like $5. Just Dance 2015 actually got this brand new at Best Buy. It was on clearance. Super happy with that. Lego Dimensions. I don't actually have any Lego Dimensions figures, but I have the game. That's all that I really care about. This one is pretty interesting. Rodea, the Sky Soldier. So, when this released, it actually released as a Wii game. The Wii U game was a pack-in. And in fact, the developer wants you to play the Wii game. The Wii U game is more or less a port of the DS version of the game. The Wii game is the one that you really need to play in order to fully appreciate it. So in a way, this is the final worthwhile Wii game ever released. But it's also a dud Wii U game. But it is a Wii U game, so it counts, and again, got it super cheap. Skylander Superchargers. This one is one that you guys may or may not know even exists. Star Fox Guard. Now, of course, Star Fox Zero released on the Wii U, but if you got it at launch, it came with this game bundled in as sort of a bonus. This is, I don't know how to explain it. This is a simulation game. If you've ever played Advance Wars, it's kind of like that. Kinda. That's probably a really bad way of describing it, too. But the point is that this is only available if you bought Star Fox Zero at launch as a pack-in title. Luckily, GameStop has plenty of these because people just traded in Star Fox Zero left and right because they just couldn't get into it. I know I was one of them. So even though I don't have Star Fox Zero, I have Star Fox Guard. And for games like this that never technically got a retail release on their own, it's good to get those now so I don't have to worry about them later. And then finally, the last game I got, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Blacklist. So, that's my Wii U games that I got this month. Super happy with them. I can't remember if I'm at 17. I'd like to say 19 games now on the Wii U. Easily 10% of the library. Just getting, you know, $5 games at a time. And it'll be getting easier and easier to do that throughout 2018. Gotta move these pork things. And finally, we got my PS4 games. It's split evenly this time between, well, not evenly, actually. Fairly evenly between regular releases and limited run game releases. So anyway, Battleborn. I know nothing of this game. I was just browsing Best Buy's website one day, and I saw they had this for like $5, and I decided, why not? So I bought it, and I have no idea what it even is, but I love my PS4, and this game I went out of my way to get. Okami HD, which was originally a PlayStation 2 game, and oh my goodness, I love this. It's so beautiful. Like, it's hard to describe, but when I play this game, it feels like I'm actually looking at like Japanese mythology almost as I play. It's a beautiful game, really artistic. The music is gorgeous. It feels like I'm living in ancient Japan whenever I play this game. I've never played it before I got on the PS4. I'd always wanted to, just because I love the design of the wolf, but now I finally got the chance, and oh my goodness, it was so worth it. And this is like a $20 game, retail. You go to any store that has it, it's $20. It's on PS4 and Xbox One. So if you guys have any of those, I highly recommend you get this game. And then here are my limited run games releases for this month. I got Plague Road, Nex Machina, Windjammers, and Claire Extended Cut. And of course now LRG games have ESRB ratings all on the front. Plague Road seems to be the only one that doesn't. I'm willing to bet this is going to be one of the last games ever that won't. So there we go. That was my games pickups for this month. Out of all these, man, that Super Star Wars is, oh, man, I'm going to be playing this as soon as I'm done making this video, that's for sure. But my favorite, honestly, I don't know what my favorite is. Probably either Xenoblade Chronicles 2 or this Super NES-themed new 3DS XL. This because it was free and it was awesome and I love the design. Xenoblade Chronicles because it's so easy to get lost in that game. In a good way. I love that so much. But really, I'm satisfied with all the games I got this month. I'm sorry this video went for so long. But that does it for my games pickups for December 2017. Come back next month and I'll show off what I got in January 2018. Now, if you excuse me, I've got to put this very hard to find piece of cardboard up on my wall so it can collect dust.
Hi everyone, this is Skul. If you liked the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing. I also want to give a huge thanks to my Patreon pledgers for this month, whose names you can see on screen, along with some other videos of mine I think you might enjoy watching. That does it for now. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.